This component is a broken jaw out of an adjustable wrench or crescent wrench or spanner, known by multiple names depending on the market. I hope this makes sense, that this component was part of a tool of a similar size, a 10-inch Husky branded crescent wrench. And my friend wanted to know, as he is trying to replace his broken tool with a better design, he says he wants a different crescent wrench where the distance between the jaws doesn't open so easily, and he asked if it's possible. Very simply put, no. Nobody makes a better crescent wrench. They all have this kind of adjuster, which is here when the tool is fully assembled, and they will all tend to open on their own in normal use. The reason for it is because this adjuster is what's known as a coarse thread. A coarse thread means that the crests of the thread are far enough apart from each other. You can find coarse threads on other tools such as a pipe wrench. This is a ring on it, but this is a coarse pitch thread cut in here, and I don't have it with me. A light bulb that has a screw socket at the end is also a coarse thread, as well as this bolt here is also a coarse pitch thread with large distances between the thread crests. So there are two reasons why nobody makes a crescent wrench with a fine pitched thread. Reason number one is that this is fast to adjust. However you want to resize it, even without any visible lubricant on it, this still works. It's a little squealy or whatever, gets stuck every so often. Nevertheless, it's fast to adjust it, and they're meant to be adjusted frequently. This is meant to be assembled and disassembled frequently, and pipe wrenches have the same design idea. With these bolts, these strong backs and braces are attached to panels, and out of the panels wall forms are being built here with hundreds of these bolts. Some other bolts inside the panel have fine pitched or just fine thread instead of coarse thread. Let me just walk here to this bucket. This would be an example of a fine thread. Now you might say, hey, the thread crests are visibly far enough apart from each other. Yeah, but just for contrast, look at the two side by side. Coarse thread, fine thread. The thread crests are closer together. So this is not meant for frequent adjustments or frequent removal. This is meant for frequent removal. These ones with a fine pitched thread are holding together the panels at the corners, and once a panel is assembled, it stays assembled for a long time. What gets put on them is strong backs, frequently on and off, and braces, frequently on and off, with coarse threaded fasteners, and the panel stays together with fine pitched threads and fine threaded fasteners. So I hope that makes sense. Fine thread is made for holding, and coarse thread is made for frequent adjustments. One more thing. Coarse thread doesn't get clogged up or dirt. These tools fall in the dirt all the time. Dirt doesn't interfere with these too much, whereas fine thread pitches, look at this, it's meant for holding, as well as it also is affected by dirt in the threads. So in theory there can be made a crescent wrench with a fine threaded adjuster, but it's gonna take forever to resize the tool. Okay, not forever, but you get the idea. And it's gonna clog up with dirt all the time. So that's why nobody makes any other crescent wrench design other than a coarse threaded one, and yes, it will tend to open frequently and easily. Same on a pipe wrench. So that would be the story here. Thank you very much for watching.